Hello everyone. So our new topic is 21st century literature genres. By the way, this will be included in your pre-final exam next week. So, what is a genre? I'm sure you're familiar with this, but let us define it. Diba? A genre is a broad term that translates from the French word mean, kind, or type. In entertainment, this can translate to horror, diba? Romance, it could be science fiction, or etc. In general, these types differ for all sorts of reasons, from the actions in their plots to the feelings they elicit from the audience. However, in literature, there are some more defined genres. It is important to know which genre a piece of work falls into because the reader will already have certain expectations before he even begins to read. What are the common types of literary genres? We have here fiction, di ba? If we say fiction, if someone recommends you to read a book or watch a movie, mingon kita sa imong friend nga fiction na siya. Di syempre, you will expect nga it's not real, di ba? Most movies now, ang ila bitaw apil sa ilang kanang promotion kay moingon ba dya nga this is based on a true story. So non-fiction siya. It will gain more audience, di ba? So imong gi-expect mo ra jud kag kanang moingon ga jud ka nga uy nindot ni kay kanang true events. Di ba? Murag wa pa ganing ka nakakita sa usa ka movie na nakay judgment, di ba? Please pa na siya sa genre. If we say 21st century literature, so ni siya lahi. It's the same. It's more of an addition. It's more of kana bitong an improvement, di ba? Sa mga daan nga literary genres. So if we say 21st century literature, new literary work created within the last decade. Okay. Dynamic man lagi ng kanang everything is dynamic, diba? Everything is changing. It is written by contemporary authors, deals with current themes, issues, and reflects a technological culture, often breaks traditional writing rules, an emerging genre like blog format books, fiction, doodle fiction, and graphic novels. So these are some of the 21st century literature genres. Number one, we have here the Czech literature. So it is written by women for women. It uses strong female character who is trying to live a modern world. The plot is lighthearted, smart, and funny. One example for this is The Devil Wears Prada. It is a novel nga gi-adapt into a movie nga starring si Anne Hathaway, si Emily Blunt, ug si Meryl Streep, diba? So, it is written by a woman nga ang nag-star pod kay puro pod women, diba? That is an example of Czech literature. And we have here hyper poetry, also called cyber poetry, could not be presented without the aid of computers and the internet and includes verse with links to sub-poems or footnotes, poetry generators, or poetry with movements or images. So I think it's very understandable and it's very common now, especially in the world of social media wherein mangadyo ka sa imong friend o kanang copy sa poem or a song, hatagan na ka sa imong friend og link. Then i-click mo sa link, namo na to siya. And you can't access it without technology, without aid of cyber, diba? With the aid of computers and the internet. So, muna sa hyper poetry. Kanang nakay gusto nga basahon, mga e-books, diba? So, di man ang kanang e-books kay electronic books, diba? Ma-access naman na nimo just through computers, through phones, with internet, diba? Okay, so those are examples of hyper poetry. Then we have here blogs, shorthand of the term web blog, a regularly updated journal on the internet. Blogger is the term used for a person who has a blog. It gives opportunity to articulate thoughts and opinions. So before vlog, kanang sa YouTube, ning sikat pud ning vlog. Napaman ni siya until now, pero mura siya kana bitawng na tabunan siya sa vlog. Mas daghan mag-prefer sa YouTube, diba? Kay makita man jud kag actual nga video dya kaning vlog kay usually thoughts and opinions raman as just as a writer. Okay? Then we have here speculative fiction. So the setting of this is futuristic. Take note of the word fiction, ha? Setting is futuristic and involves supernatural elements. It encompasses horror and science fiction work. So what are examples? We have here The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, The Dark Tower series by Stephen King, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Diba? So futuristic, what are the other movies na futuristic? We have The Martian, diba? Katong si Jara ang tao sa Mars. I don't know if you've watched that movie. It's very nice, diba? If you want to know more about science fiction, you can watch it. And I think it's not on si Jada bitaw. It's more on futuristic lagi siya. Diba? It happened mga 2000. I'm not really sure ha. Pero murag mga 2000, murag mga years from now, something like that. Other is the Avatar. Diba? Murag ang Avatar, di sa 21st century nga nahitabo. Murag 22nd century. Murag a century from now. Okay, sure ha, you can Google it. Pero mga futuristic na sila nga movie. I forgot sa Avatar, basta kay murag 22nd century na siya or 23rd century ang ijang setting. So, it's futuristic. Diba? I think one na ito exist na nga time. Then we have here Textola. Has its origins in Tanaga. Tanaga is a traditional Filipino poem that has 4 lines and 7 syllables each. So, ang Textola po, mura po na siya Tanaga, but from the word text. Diba? Pwede ras siya matype dito. Especially before katong uso pa ang BMGM sa mga phones. So I have here an example. If missing you is a crime, I'm guilty, I'm not fine. I miss how we used to be. Oh, please, please come back to me. So this is an example of text.